Okay, so this is the last video in the series of Northern California, or at least the first trip that we're going to take up there. We will probably do more. But this trip is from Granite Bay area, so we're starting at like Douglas Boulevard and Auburn-Folsom Boulevard in Granite Bay, headed up Auburn-Folsom Boulevard towards Auburn. And what's really great about this area is it's windy, it's kind of single lane. It's not like it's a main road. What's nice about that though is you're not in the middle of nowhere. There are amenities along the way. And so while we were riding up towards Auburn, I noticed one of the roads coming up was one I was familiar with from growing up. It was a way to get to the back side of the lake that I used to go wakeboarding at. And so we hung a right and went all the way down HorseShoe Bar Rd until we got to Folsom Lake. It was kind of crazy how low the lake was. Normally there's a dock there, but there was like a ramp and then a dock sitting on the ground, and then like 200 yards down was the lake. This is where I used to go wakeboarding. And what's wild is as I look at this, here I'll turn you around so you can see. Over there is the boat ramp. And down there is the water, all the way down there. Kind of see it right there. So it's changed a bit. The water's pretty low. It's still beautiful. They're getting a lot of rain right now. But that's super beautiful. It's kind of off the beaten path. And then on our way back to Auburn-Folsom Road, we took a little bit of a back way, jumped on that, headed back up, and finished up in Auburn. It was a beautiful ride, lots of green, beautiful big trees hanging up over the road.
It was probably my favorite ride from the trip just because it was so beautiful. The scenery was so beautiful. And the kids really liked it because we saw turkeys, I think some donkeys.
Roxy, turkeys. There's turkeys over there. Do you see them? They're pretty big. All right, here we go. And HorseShoe Bar Rd is essentially just like a residential road that ends at the lake. And so when you keep that in mind when you take that ride, that these are people's neighborhoods, even though it feels very rural because the land is 5-10 acres per home, it's still someone's neighborhood. And so you want to be respectful as much as you can as you head down HorseShoe Bar Rd towards the lake. And also that lake is managed by the government, which means there's a good chance if you want to go all the way into the lake and hang out and have lunch or whatever, you'll probably have to pay to get through the gate there. Mm-hmm. So if you want to skip that part, which is the road's called HorseShoe Bar Rd, you just take Auburn-Folsom Rd all the way up to Auburn, all the amenities you'd need up there, gas, restaurants, everything that you'd need, and then you can turn around and head back down to the Granite Bay Roseville area. It's really pretty drive.
Yep.